5 perfumes to smell sexy on a budget. You're already sexy, but sometimes you want to wear something, an olfactory accessory, if you will, that is going to accentuate your sexiness, right? And of course, we love to smell good. Who doesn't love a woman that smells divine and irresistible and it leaves you feeling insatiable? I mean, these are phenomenal fragrances. And again, if you're on a really tight budget, if you don't have that disposable income, I'm telling you, you're going to find something so special with each one of these. And some of these are so cheap. I'm talking in the vein of like 25, 30, 40 bucks. And again, for the concentration, the beautiful presentations, these are all things that you have to consider. And all of these are quite remarkable. Anyway, before I dive into the video, I do want to mention that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, and of course, if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really, really mean a lot to me. So, you want to smell sexy on a budget. These are 5 fragrances that you absolutely must add to your collection today. There are actually 2 in this list that smell very similar to one another. So I think the catalyst or the deciding factor is going to be which presentation do you like better. But at the end of the day, all 5 of these are exquisite. I give them all my stamp of approval, and I'm really happy for you to discover these fragrances if you haven't already done so. Now, one of my favorites, which has been my favorite for like a long time, is Valentino Donna Born in Roma. It's such a sexy vanilla, jasmine, fruity floral type of a perfume without so much of an emphasis on the fruits. It's very floral, very diffusive, unless of course you're going with the intense version, which is a bit sweeter. And then there's the extra dose version, which has the rum and the spiciness, that vanilla and the dry down. You have the, I can't believe it's called this, the pink PP version. That is another really interesting flanker, but I love everything that this line has put out. Now, this is the brand's take on that fragrance. And when I tell you every woman should have a bottle of this in her collection for the price, this is such a no-brainer. By Okja, this one is called Love in Rome. And this is basically a 1-to-1 match of Valentino Donna Born in Roma. The pink bottle conveys femininity and sensuality. And Love in Rome is just a great alternative to Donna Born in Roma. If you purchase this one instead of the Valentino counterpart, when people smell it on you in public, should they happen to ask what you're wearing, you can just tell them that you're wearing Valentino. The only thing I don't like is that the color is chipping a little bit on the front, and I don't want to exacerbate it or make it worse, but I guess because I traveled with it, I ended up picking this one up in Florida and I brought it back to Jersey. So I guess in my luggage, it got a little beat up. It's okay, it's not their fault. The next fragrance that I want to talk about is the brand's take on Yum Bougie Marshmallow. That is a very viral perfume. You can find it in Sephora. It's by Kayali, and it has the cotton candy, the marshmallows. It's such a sweet, delicious fragrance. And if you're looking for something with a similar vibe, I would also suggest Heavy Cream by Fleur. That one is also very sexy, and it's just an incredible fragrance. This one is from the brand Paris Corner, and it's called Marshmallow Blush. So this brand, and my God, it smells so similar. This brand makes a lot of dupes. That's basically their MO, right? They're duping a lot of really popular fragrances. As I'm looking over my shoulder here, I see a few others. They have another one, which is an original. It's called Indomitable. And that one actually kind of reminds me of Dolce Melodia by Sospiro. So even the ones, like they have one that is their take on Side Effect by Inicio. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it, but this is going to leave you smelling really sexy on a budget. So if you want to wear something sweet, something flirtatious, a showstopper, a true showstopper, it's a phenomenal fragrance. Now, if you want to polish it up a little bit, if you're looking to smell sexy, but with a hint of sophistication, so not as playful as this, and not as versatile as Love in Rome, this is more of a formal, dressed up, very exquisite, elegant perfume. This is their take on, and by the way, it's from the same brand. This is their take on Guidance by Amouage, which is this beautiful floral, ambery, slightly vanillic hazelnut fragrance. And it's a masterpiece, the original. This is a clone, so it's not a masterpiece. It's basically borrowing the DNA. Also by Paris Corner, it's called Bain al-Asrar, which means between the secrets. Super cool name. I love this stuff. If you like, and by the way, I don't know why. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I picked all pink perfumes and I'm wearing pink. It did not happen on purpose. I swear to you, it was highly coincidental. I filmed like 6 videos today. But for whatever reason in this list, all of these are sexy, affordable, but they're also housed in pink bottles. Anyway, Bain al-Asrar by Paris Corner, phenomenal alternative to Guidance by Amouage, which is a perfume that I still need to buy. I have the hair perfume and I have the mini, but I don't know. Do I spend hundreds of dollars, buy it, and then like wear it once a month? I don't know. So the next fragrance, I keep freaking forgetting. Is this their take on Burberry Her or Burberry Her Elixir? I forget. What is it? Burberry Her is like strawberry and then the elixir is raspberry or something like that. I know Burberry Her is composed by Francis Kirkjohn and it gives Baccarat vibes. Burberry Her Elixir is composed by his understudy at the time, Jerome de Marino, who was at Takasago, and then he moved to Man. And I don't know. Anyway, it's one of those. If you're familiar with the Burberry Her DNA, you're going to get something so similar with Ineffable by Einache. Beautiful bottle. So I purchased this one from Valencia Perfumes in Miami, Florida. They do have an e-commerce. If you're on TikTok, you can purchase this one from the TikTok shop, or you can just Google Valencia Perfumes and you'll see this one is, so it's not the most affordable fragrance on this list. Last I checked, it was a heck of a lot cheaper than the Burberry counterpart, but Ineffable by Einache, another pink bottle, I'm sorry. Beautiful fragrance though. Let me talk about the perfume in the #1 spot. At one point, I remember looking online and this was so like dirt cheap. I couldn't believe it. And I said, what in the world is happening here? This is also the brand's take on Yum Bougie Marshmallow by Kayali. But for whatever reason, and I don't know what it is, maybe it's the oil concentration, maybe it's specific fixatives that are used in the base. The longevity on this stuff is bananas. It is so crazy, so insane, so long lasting. I'm talking like 10, 11, 12 hours. And I had my friend come over, really good friend of mine. His name is Al. And not Al from Street Sense, but a local friend here in the neighborhood that I live in. And he bought Yum Bougie Marshmallow for his wife from Sephora because I put him onto it. Or he had asked me about it and I said, let's go smell it. So we went to Short Hills Mall here in New Jersey. He smelled it, he bought it right on the spot. He goes, oh my God, my wife is gonna love this one. And then he came over maybe a week and a half to 2 weeks ago because I have a cracked fire stick and he helped me set it up. The admissions I make. And I said, Al, try this. And he smelled it. And he says to me, what is this? And where can I get it now? And I said, well, you can get it on the TikTok shop. He didn't have like his card information synced with TikTok, but right then and there, he bought it. This stuff is so good. If you like Yum Bougie Marshmallow, but you're on a super tight budget, sexy bottle, incredibly long lasting. It's sweet, it's fluffy, it's playful, it's flirtatious. Also, if you're hanging out with your friends in the evening, if you're going to a bar or a club or a party, if you're putting on like a really tantalizing, scintillating dress, and you want to smell utterly provocative, this is the perfume. By Khadlaj. It's called Cloud Candy. If you wouldn't mind. Pressurized atomizer. I'm done with this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you took something of value from this video. 5 ways to smell super sexy, pero on a budget. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you took anything of value from today's episode, I would really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart if you would consider supporting the channel by clicking subscribe, hitting the bell, giving this video a thumbs up. It's so free. It's so free. And yet it helps me tremendously. It allows me to continue doing what I do and what I'm so incredibly passionate about. And I love you all from the bottom of my heart for enabling me to spend my money on fragrances and talk about them on social media. But I love doing this. And I love making these recommendations, and your comments bring me so much joy and so much satisfaction. And from time to time, validation as well. I love you all. Thanks again for watching. I love you all. We'll see you tomorrow with a new episode.